Jonathan Payton.
Say it again.
Jonathan Payton.
Payton.
It's on docket. He bonded out last night. He's here. So I'm here to
Bringing him up.
yes, Mr. Payton. Jonathan Payton. He is back home with his mom and back in high school at Serene.
Wonderful. That's the way to go.
Yes.
What's on here?
Your mom here?
No, she's at work on my uncle's here.
Yeah, we're actually. You were very lucky to get out of jail with the type of charges that you have now, Mr. Payton. And I'm going to tell you now, I will do everything in my power to protect the public at all costs. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have two very, very serious charges. Do you know what bond conditions they put up there, Mr. Bash?
I don't believe they've added the bond conditions yet because he just bonded out last night.
They didn't.
What's the name again?
Payton?
Yeah.
Yes.
One second.
You have but one life. When you start racking up convictions, what do you think happens? It's hard enough as it is, a young black man in society now. When you start racking convictions, it only makes life more difficult, man. Really. So are there co-defendants in the ag robs upstairs? State, are there
Sorry.
co-defendants in the cases upstairs?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Or two different co-defendants.
Mr. Payton, this is what we're going to do. I'm now going to put an ankle monitor on you, and I don't want you out in the middle of the night. You were ordered to stay in school, and you're ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to test you. If I find that you're smoking weed, it's not going to go well for you.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to test you in 3 to 4 weeks. If I find that you test positive, it's just not going to go well for you.
Yes, sir.
You need to get into school, stay in school. So likewise, I'm bringing you back in 3 weeks, and I want to see that you've actually enrolled into high school.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you actively enrolled now?
No, sir.
Then that's got to happen
Yes, sir.
today. No weapons. Curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. So Felicia,
Yes,
no
sir.
weapons, GPS monitor, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. No alcohol, no drugs. We'll reset them for 3 weeks to see that everything is got done. And I'm going to test you.
Yes, sir.
Do not use. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You must also stay in contact with your lawyer. If I find that there are any issues, tell me. I'm going to protect my community at all costs.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor.
Does he live with you? He lives with mom?
He lives with his mom.
Mom? Okay, so any issues, just let me know. I want to try to keep him on the straight arrows as much as I can. You know, I will try to do everything in my power. Make good decisions. When you hang with dogs, you get fleas. So don't hang around the wrong people because all they're going to do is bring you down. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck, Miss Payton. See you in 3 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Judge, I have a lady here. She's not on the docket today, but she out in Waller County, I believe. And she was on the docket for March the 5th, but she came today.
let's do that.
So,
You want to get her? And do you have cause number?
sure.
What is it?
2445 248. It's on Crystal Paul.
Yeah, I got it.
And,
Okay, do you mind bringing her?
sure, Ms. Paul. It's an assault case, Judge, and she does live in Belleville, Texas. It's a case from 2022.
Belleville?
Belleville.
Good morning, Ms. Paul. Ma'am, you were charged with assault. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. On September 29th, 2022, The complainant was at a bar when the defendant approached her, yelling obscenities at her. The defendant then pulled the complainant's hair and spun her around with both hands, and the complainant felt pain and discomfort.
So they're at a bar drinking?
They're strangers, Your Honor.
Ms. Paul, I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. Do you understand? I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go back to the bar in question and not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case.
Yes, sir.
These are your bond conditions. If you violate them, or if you pick up a new case, a warrant for your arrest will be issued. You will go into custody. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You've given your lawyer, it is your responsibility to stand for Mr. Proof and tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me that you're gone and AWOL, he can't get a hold of you, we will issue a warrant. Do you understand?
Judge, can I get the calls under when you finish on it?
You ready?
445-248.
2445.
248.
Thank you.
You're also not to be in possession of any weapons as well, ma'am. Now, your lawyer tells you that you live in Belleville.
Yes, sir.
How far is that from here?
Over 50 miles for sure.
Okay, so if you're called upon to take a test, then you may take it at a Quest Diagnostics, and then it is your responsibility to get it to Carl, and then he will get it to us. But if you fail to do it, then a warrant will issue. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Don't drink, don't use, and don't pick up any new cases. Keep my counties safe.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll have you sign a reset with Victoria, then we'll have you get with Felicia for your bond conditions, then you're free to go. Okay,
you.
great.
Judge.
We're approaching on Kimberly Taylor. I'm a PG the docket.
She must be in custody then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you want a bond?
Yes, Your Honor. She's requesting for a bond. However, she did say that if the amount is too high, then she would consider signing the waiver.
I don't know anything about it, so do you mind bringing her out, please? We'll talk to her and figure out, because I don't know anything about it, and then we can,
Sounds good, Judge.
state what is your position on, number one, on a bond.
I'm agreeable to a bond, Judge.
Okay, what about a lower?
I was okay with 3,000 if the court was okay with it, Judge.
Okay, let's see. I'm usually amenable to where if you guys can agree to something, I'm usually okay with whatever that is.
Yes, sir.
So, let's see. Morning, Ms. Taylor. How's jail? Well, when you have court dates and you miss court dates, this is what happens. They issue warrants, and if you're popped out of state, the process takes so much longer than it's just, as you can see. So it's come to my attention that you are wanted out of Louisiana, specifically the parish of St. Tammany, for failure to appear on a DWI first.
It was my first
Hold on. Don't just start talking. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney. If you can't afford one, we appoint one to you. Problem is that everything you say, they're going to try to use it against you to prove guilt, this, that. So that's why it's best just not to say anything at this point in time. We're out here now. The reason that you're out here now is because your lawyer wants me to set you a bond. I don't know. I gauge these things on a number of things. Number one, most importantly, are you a danger to my community? Number two, if we give you a bond, are you going to go back? Because that's really what we want. We want you to go back to take care of the case. If we set you a bond, we give you 2 weeks from the date of your release to go turn yourself in back to that jurisdiction. And if you do it, this fugitive case against you gets dismissed. If you fail to go turn yourself in, we will revoke that bond, set it at 0, and issue a nationwide warrant for your arrest. And we're going to get you. This time, we will hold you here until Louisiana comes and gets you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please tell me about her state.
Your Honor, other than what you have advised Ms. Taylor, other than the date of issuance of the warrant, which was April 22nd, 2024, she does not have criminal history that I can tell. That's pretty much all I have on her, Your Honor.
No, is she new or actively evaded?
I don't,
Because it's nearly a year old,
correct. I don't have any information that she did actively evade the law, Your Honor.
so could be like a 2B.
Could be.
Your Honor, it's a failure to appear, so.
Which would be inherently like if it's a failure to appear, you know?
Absolutely, Judge. I don't dispute that.
So, I mean, it's just no other priors.
No, Your Honor, I don't have anything.
I'm amenable to a bond, okay? But you have to understand that I have to make it sufficiently high that you're actually going to go back. So what do you think she can afford?
Your Honor, if I'm being realistic, 1,500 would be what defense would request. She does have 3 children. She actually moved from Louisiana to Houston to be with her children, One of them is going to the university. He's 22 years old, and he would be the one that would help her go back to Louisiana and drive her over there to take care of the case. And she said that within the 2 weeks, he would be able to do that.
Okay, what are your thoughts to the 1,500?
I think that 1,500 is a little low, Judge. We're here on a failure to appear. So the state is willing to come down to 3,000, and I think that's appropriate.
Okay, you have to understand that we don't play games. If I set you a bond, I'm going to set you a bond now, but I'm not going to do this again with you. You get one chance to make the right decision. If you fail to go back within the 2 weeks, you're old enough to know that actions have consequences, and here they are dire. Because not only will you lose all that money, I'm going to set it at zero. I'm not going to give you another one. You will be stuck like Chuck in there until Louisiana comes and gets you. Do you understand? Yes. You want 1,500?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll give it to you. Just go back. It's not hard. You understand? Just make me proud. Okay? All right. On to the 1,500.
Thank you, Your Honor. Make it.